Shop Talk. Get ready. Humidor Shop Talk. Get ready. Humidor Shop Talk. Sports. Humidor Shop Talk. Cigars. Humidor Shop Talk. Get ready. Humidor Shop Talk. Get ready. Humidor Shop Talk.
Yo, what's up? What's up? This is your boy, Mr. SmokeFella, on this Saturday morning. Yeah, it's the Wu-Tang. It's the woo, woo, woo. That's how we about to get down with y'all, giving y'all the latest in sports news, the way we do it in the cigar shop, man. We doing it raw, uncensored, and giving you sports the way we do it. So, man, we about to get into it, man. I'm going to bring in my crew, get it started, because we got a lot to talk about. I mean, the sports gods just keep blessing us with things. So, man, I don't know if we back in the 80s or what, man, but I was backstage in the green room as we talking, and then Can't Go Luck pop in. Can't Go. What's up, man?
What's cracking? Can't Go Luck today, baby. Change it up. Man, I was feeling a little hip-hop-ish today, so, I have to throw the Kango on them. I can't say it's a bad hair day because I ain't got no hair. We all know that.
Well,
I mean,
we know that.
It's been a long time since I had one of those, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, man, good morning, everybody. Good Saturday morning. I know I'm usually on my 5 o'clock somewhere, but, I'm going to chill out, drinking a little breakfast shake, got a little water, but I'm still smoking. I get to the shizits a little later, but let's get to it.
I don't believe you talking about you got a breakfast shake, but as my next brother would say.
Now I got this on the side just in case y'all stress me
that's
out.
more like it.
In case you stress me out.
Like
and if you stress me out, then I'm gonna have to grab my stuff. Now, all right, but I'm good.
Well, let me start off by saying you ain't had hair since prom night.
Close. I lasted about another 6 years. It was over. It was gone early, dog.
I can actually say I'm the only person on this show today that got hair. Even my light-skinned brother Sean got that affliction.
I'm getting my Cat Williams on. I'm thinking it's a man unit, but neither here nor there. Don't worry about it. When I'm on Club Shay Shay, I'm exposing everything.
I got a man unit.
I got that Steve. Tune in to Club Shay Shay in a couple of weeks.
Hey, man. We was in the green room. It was just me, you, and Sean. I didn't know where's Kevin at, but he seemed to always come through. But that's neither here nor there. Hobby's finest, KDL 33. What's up?
What is happening? Boy, how y'all doing, man?
You turned around last night, didn't you?
I'm in the building. I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Kevo, we was taking bets that you was in a hostage situation.
No, I had a long night. I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning after working 7 to 7. So I had a little struggle getting up this morning, but, we got duties, man. We got to do for the people. I'm up, man. What's happening? How y'all doing this Saturday morning?
Hey, got to punch that clock. Thanks for punching that clock with us, because Lefty had his hand on the HR button. It was coming to sleep.
I was about to put out an APB. Where's Kevin?
Man, it's rough, bro. It's rough. Hey, shout out to Grip. Enough said. Let's go.
Hey, man.
Leave it there, huh?
Hey,
Leave it there.
like I said in the beginning, we got a lot to talk about, man. The sports gods have given us so much, man. But I want to say this, man. It's so much that go on in sports, man, and sometimes it's not a lot of good stuff, man. We see people going to jail in sports. We see them fighting in the games. Usually, that's what we talking about, man. But I saw this, man, and it goes right into Sean's hashtag Coaching Matters, and I thought this was something from a positive aspect to show the people. Sean, can you see that clip, man, of Doc? This is Doc Rivers' replacement.
Look at this child, which is really just an adult male in a child's body coaching. He got everything a coach has: the walk, the exasperation. I mean, this is Teletubby Smith. This
so y'all gonna disrespect Doc, huh? That way we're gonna kick it off, huh?
Hey, he called him Teletubby Smith.
Everybody on the bench just treats him like a coach. The Gatorade bottle flip. This is an assistant coach. Solid dap from the
Come on, man.
That's a coach.
Tried their best to blow the game last night, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, they did.
Usually kids play basketball, then coach. He said, "No, I know what I want to do. I want to coach now. Let me get into." That's his father right there. That's his father's son. Look at little John Thompson.
Saying right, man.
First of all, whoever's coaching him is giving the solid dap.
He called him little John Thompson.
I want to see him. Coach, give him the Lakers. Give him the Bucks right now. I want to see.
Saying right, but being well-founded, though.
Right.
Hey, count your days, Doc. We got
you will find it.
We got your replacement coming.
That's pretty dope, man. Yo, what up, Will, folks? What up, Silk?
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Milwaukee's play is not Doc Rivers' fault. I'm not gonna let you do this, Ben. I'm not gonna let you do it.
So Kev,
this ain't Doc Rivers' fault. It ain't Doc Rivers' fault that they get a lead, and all of a sudden they tried their best to give it up last night. I swear to God, I was watching. They tried their best. Dame was like, "Nah, we good. Ride me." Dame did that. Other than that, they would have gave it up.
Yeah.
And then they would have blamed Doc, like, "Well, Doc Rivers gave up another lead." No. Sometimes it's the damn players, dog.
They was playing Batman and Robin. They was playing Batman and Robin. So
no, they was playing Dame in the fourth quarter. Ain't no damn Batman and Robin in the fourth quarter. Dame is the closer. That's why they got him. He's the closer. Everybody knew it in the fourth quarter. Giannis knew it. Giannis knew it. Yeah. He's the closer. He's better at Middleton than doing that. Y'all agree with that?
Yeah, especially at this way. Always been better than Middleton. At this stage, Middleton ain't the same. No way.
That's what I'm saying. So he's the closer. So, yeah, you give it to Giannis. Giannis kicks it out. And Giannis goes to the basket. Giannis get a couple free throws. But the closer is Dame. He showed you that last night.
But you got to understand this, Kev. They got a hard time. They have a hard time with Minnesota. And I'm going to tell you why they have a hard time.
They have a hard time with anybody. Hell, Indiana, they can't beat Indiana.
Indiana does the same thing. When it comes to the Greek, they got the big man on them. But once you get past that big man, you got another big man. Because they start with Cat. And then you got Gobert. Now Gobert, that's a defensive play. That's how they roll. And dude, Ant-Man be balling. So I wasn't gonna come down on Doc.
Hey, look, that's a hard team for them to beat. Ant was trying to win the game by his damn self. He damn pulled it off.
Yeah. People better recognize. But
and Minnesota's top team in the West for a reason. They ain't no bums either. I mean,
no doubt.
No bums by any means.
Lefty, you should like them because it's not just offense. It's a lot of defense generating their offense there.
Yeah. That's what you got Gobert for. You damn sure didn't get Gobert for scoring.
Remember, we was clowning it when it first happened. We clowned it. We did.
Well, here's the problem. I want y'all to think back when Gobert played for whatever team.
Utah.
Utah. In the playoffs, they're gonna make it their business to single out Gobert. So they're gonna put a dude in that either stretches the floor or a dude that he can't guard. And they're gonna have to take Gobert out the game. That's what's gonna happen in the playoffs. So now it's gonna come down to Cat and Ant-Man. Well, Cat can't stand out there and jack up threes. Like Minnesota gonna get exposed, bro.
Well, I remember too. One of the reasons they got Gobert was because Cat defensively he stayed in foul trouble too much, so he kind of protects Cat. So that's a when Gobert does go out, they go through smaller lineups.
Yep.
Then you start going to Cat, and of course and you know how he is. Once he get a foul or two called on him, he's just totally out of the game mentally. He get to flailing his arms and arguing with the refs and crying and pouting and he's totally out of the game. So
he was doing that last night.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I don't, as good as they are in the regular season, I don't think they're gonna be I'm still not looking at them as a true contender. I think they're probably about a year or two away. You know what I mean? But
no,
I say about 2 or 3 years away. But I love Ant-Man and then but getting back to Milwaukee, man, it's still coming down to me. And I didn't know they had Gallinari. I don't know how the hell I missed that.
They picked him up off buyout.
Oh, it just happened. Okay, I was watching last night. I'm like, me and Pat was watching it, and I was like, wait a minute, when did they get him? But that's a good pickup. I think it still come down to the hard hats, man. Milwaukee, you got your stars, but you still don't. Them hard hats, they missed the Grayson
Some of your Bobby Porters and
the PJ Tuckers, and now Bobby Porters just think he cold with it now. I see him, he ain't playing as hard as he used to.
He not being that hard hat guy. He trying. He out there like your boy Kev, the dancer. Mm-hmm. That's what he acting like right now.
He out here like
I don't like the dancer to save my life.
And defensively, they so exposed without Drew Holiday.
Oh,
oh my God, they exposed.
Wait till they play against Drew Holiday.
Now,
right.
I can't let this slide by since you brought up the Bucks right away. Have you? I know the both of y'all saw JJ Redick and his comment, and then you got Austin Rivers came back with his.
I didn't know Austin Rivers.
Well, Austin Rivers
won the comment. Austin Rivers for the win, baby.
I don't know, man. I call it even. Lefty.
Oh, what up, Sweets?
No, you can't do that, Ben. Can't do that.
Austin Rivers. First, JJ, came out and said that Doc gotta own everything that done happened. He gotta own these things. Losing in the playoffs, up 3 games. Now he coming over here. They losing. You know what I'm saying? He said they gotta own up. Pat Bev come out and make his little jab saying, you wouldn't even be playing in the league if it wasn't for Doc Rivers when he was in Philly.
Right.
Saved your career. He responds to that. And now Austin Rivers gets on ESPN.
Wait, in Philly or with the Clippers?
Philly.
With the Clippers.
It was the Clippers.
I thought it was
Philly. In other words, Pat Bev defended Doc on JJ's comment. JJ said this on First Take. Pat Bev defended Doc like, whoa.
On his podcast.
Say the exact quote, Ben. Pat Bev said, so you retire and get on TV and talk about the man. That man saves your career. When nobody's starting you. That's what Pat Bev said. Say the whole quote, Ben.
But there's a problem I got with it, though. Did Redick even say anything that bad? He's saying what we all been saying. Is that he got to take the heat.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't care what it is, and I get it. Like Kev, you always state this, it's the players and it's like that, but look at his history, look at his resume, blowing 3-1 leads, things like that. So yeah, it falls on you. You got to take that smoke. You can't get up and all of a sudden be sensitive about the shit.
No, Doc ain't saying nothing. They're attacking Doc.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Let's keep him in perspective. Basically, Ben, and you agree with me, what Redick said was Doc Rivers takes no accountability. He's always either throwing the team under the bus or it's always an excuse. That was the direct quote. He said it's never accountability from him. It's always throw the team under the bus. And he was saying the same thing. Like, look what happened. Look at his record or whatever. That's what Reddick said. And it was controversial. And Stephen A. just let him go. Stephen A. was like, okay, let you go. That's your opinion. Pat Bev came back and defended Doc and said, well, hold on, JJ. This dude resurrected your career. You would have been starting nowhere else. Woo, right?
Austin Rivers now.
Who phone ringing?
Now, Austin Rivers protecting his
daddy. Call or something.
Austin Rivers protecting his daddy. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead. You rolling, Kev. Go ahead. You rolling. Go ahead.
Okay. Austin Rivers, I saw the whole shebang and I put them together. Austin Rivers protecting his daddy was like, well, everybody blames Doc for not taking accountability. Doc keeps getting fired. So he takes responsibility because he's to blame, but y'all say he don't take accountability. Make the math work. That's basically what he said. Make the math work. So hold on. He said for him not to take accountability, he's the one that always gets fired. So he takes responsibility, he's to blame, but y'all say he never takes accountability. He was like, make the math work. Then he said, Ben, JJ Reddick, he saved you. Your best career was with him.
Yeah, but you know what? I got an issue with that because
thank you.
And I got a huge issue with that.
Well, of course
like
you do.
No, but I mean once they go into the media, right? You got to separate the player from the media. So what Pat Bev is doing is combining it. He's like, oh, you know, when you was as a player, he's not a player anymore. I mean, he's part of the media, and he's speaking from. I mean, he can speak from a former player's perspective.
Pat Bev, he's still in the league.
I'm talking about JJ Reddick, but for Pat Bev's responding like to him as a player, not a media personality. He's in the media now. It is what it is. And JJ, if anybody else had said that, would Pat Bev have responded?
No, but you got to remember they was teammates with the Clippers.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying. But that's what JJ Reddick's job is now. Has Stephen A. said it? Has Shannon Sharp said it? Anybody else? It wouldn't have been a response. But they defending Doc because it came from a former player, regardless of what he played for him now. This is what everyone in the media is saying. So why are they only responding to him? He don't have to give Doc a pass. He's saying what everybody else saying.
Right. Exactly. And the thing is,
well, you're gonna be on this side, Ben. We don't need to hear from you.
No. Let me
talk
about Austin Rivers.
We don't need to hear from you, dog. You
talk about Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers said he's taking accountability because he was fired.
What?
He didn't fire himself.
Austin Rivers said
he ain't quit.
No. Right. Austin Rivers said for him not to take accountability, he's always the one to blame because he's always the one to get fired.
Just like every other coach who blows
how is he not taking accountability when he's always to blame? He's the one that always fired. That's what Austin Rivers said.
Well, the thing is, you didn't say, Doc Rivers didn't say, you know what, I'm not doing a good job, I'm going to step down. No.
We ain't gonna never, who gonna say that?
That front office came down and said, let me holler at you for a minute.
Look, for me, and I'm not against Doc. I'm not a Doc hater like Ben. But let's be totally honest.
I'm not a Doc hater, man.
You are a Doc hater. You are a Doc hater. You agree with everything. Everything said. You agree. Exactly.
You just spoke on accountability.
That's you.
And you're not taking it now.
So you trying to tell me the things that I say ain't true?
I'm trying to tell you the things that you say.
Some of it is opinion based. But I will say this. Doc been riding that one championship with the Celtics for a long time. God damn, wasn't that 2006 or something?
2008, they beat my Lakers.
2008. He been riding the hell out of that championship, man.
Fellas,
16 years ago.
Fellas, I said we got a lot to talk about, so we're going to move on from Doc, because I can go on Doc for the whole show, but like you said,
shout out to everybody tuning in too, man. Detroit Fred.
What's happening, everybody, man? Happy Saturday.
Detroit Fred, what's up?
Hey, Ben, before you move on, are you saying every team that loses It's Doc's fault.
No,
Man, put no accountability on the players, no nothing, huh?
no, I'm
If
not
he the
saying
coach
that.
All
for
Doc.
if he the coach for all of them, it's just a common denominator somewhere.
Well, right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
If you take the stripes off a zebra, is he still a zebra?
I mean, part of coaching is
Nah,
getting players
Giraffe.
to play though. That's part of your job is motivating players to play.
So if they would have blew the game last night, which they tried to,
Hey,
that would have been on Doc.
Kev, we finna move on from Doc,
right,
man. We moving on from Doc. Now,
which they tried to, but that's neither here nor there.
I need to get your opinion on AI. Allen Iverson, they asked him if he was in the league now, how much would he score? He said, I averaged 33. Add 10 to that if I was in the league today.
What did they expect? What did they expect them to say?
I'm just saying.
That's what.
What's your thoughts on that?
That's what all the old heads say. What they would have done and what they would have averaged in today's game and this, that, and that. But here's the difference. I'm gonna tell you. Here's the difference. I'm gonna take up for the younger generation with this one. Here's the difference. You're not in today's game. You're not just guarding some dude who's standing in the corner, or you don't have to guard the toughest guy. It's positionless basketball. Everybody got to play defense. So for all that, you would score extra 10 points. You'd have to play a little more defense too. You ain't just guarding the off dude, Eric Snowden that's guarding the best guy, and you just guarding the off guard, or however it used to work. So for for all this, what they would have did, and all that, the old heads need to chill out, man, and just deflect them questions, because it's in a sense is they disrespecting the younger players. It's very disrespectful. So you calling the game in a PC way, you calling the game soft or light or whatever. We all know what the jabs are about, man. So I hate when they do that. Just blow that question off. I wouldn't even answer that question if I was.
So before he responds, he should say no disrespect. But
that's the worst thing to say. That means you're gonna disrespect the hell out of somebody.
What you want him to say? I don't want to talk about it.
Just be like, hey, man.
You know what I mean? You got to answer the question. He's Allen Iverson.
He don't have to answer shit. He ain't contractually obligated to answer no question.
Bro, he ain't some dude that sat on the bench. He's Allen Iverson.
All he got.
So what you want him to say?
Kev, what's your thoughts on it?
All he would have to say.
If Iverson was in the game today, what would it? What you think
a good response would be, "I'm not." So we ain't gonna talk about it and move on.
Nah, they ain't gonna never do that. Their egos, first of all, is never going to allow them to not respond. So we can get over that. Number two, he said, if I was in my prime, is the context of the question. He said, if I was in my prime, I would average 40 today. But what he said was, like, it ain't no hand checking. It ain't no, like, it was a different game is what he's saying. So he's saying in today's game, I average 40. He said it's a bunch of old heads that would average, like in today's game, and they put up points. That's what he was saying, man. He didn't say it arrogantly like none of these young guys. He didn't come off like that. He said in today's game, total context was no hands checking, no physical play, none of that. He said I averaged 40.
So this
wasn't disrespectful.
Hey, Lefty, Tim Legler. His response was he couldn't score 40 because the three-point shot was not his strength. I kind of disagree with that.
No, it wasn't his strength.
It wasn't his strength.
He was still scoring.
He still
not saying
scored.
He would. Not saying he would.
It was even tougher because he didn't shoot the three.
So think about it. He averaged 30 without the three.
Wait a minute. Here's my counter to everyone's argument on the hand checking rule. Okay, you can hand check then, but you couldn't zone then. You couldn't zone up. You couldn't stuff the middle like they do against Giannis and people like that where they stop the drive. That's when all these charges and stuff come into place. You could not zone. That's the counter to the hand check. So it's hard to score against zones when you're driving, which is another reason, even everyone's blaming Steph for the three-point, changing the game to three-point shot. The zone dictates that as well. You shoot them out the zone. So you got to be able to shoot it these days. So it is a good point. It's a they don't hand check and it's soft. But you couldn't play zone. Do you think somebody could have stayed in front of LeBron back in the 80s and 90s?
Okay, you would have stayed in front of Iverson.
Or
you would have stayed in front of Iverson.
I'm saying you couldn't exactly. But in the zone, what is Iverson gonna do? He's running into somebody every time. I'm running you right into somebody because all I do is just bunch the lane. Okay, that's why Legler is saying Iverson wasn't a great shooter. He was a scorer, but he wasn't a great shooter.
Right, he was a scorer.
LeBron, Mr. Sweets, I get you. These young boys got height and speed, but I'm gonna tell you this: if slow ass Luka get into the cup whenever he want, don't tell me Iverson can't.
Oh no, I'm not.
Don't tell me he can't.
But Luka's harder to defend because of him and Joker, the way they pass and this and that. So you take them and they use their bodies well. Like Luka gets you with his body.
Luka's slow, but he got size.
Right,
man.
He's a big dude. He got that Tom Kleinschmidt where you can. All he got to do is kind of turn that shoulder to get into you. You can't get around.
Lefty, don't mention that name. You kind of get triggered. So yeah,
I do. He reminds me of him a little bit. So
Kev, don't mention that name around Lefty.
Yeah,
he go sit in the corner.
Yeah, but think about it. It's the same with Joker. As slow as Joker is, but Joker knows how to use his body. He's a wide guy.
But remember, if you go back to the days of AI, he had body control because he shot 12 free throws a game, bro.
He did. He knew how to get to the basket, throw it off the glass, little contact, use your shoulder like you always say, Ben. Throw it off the glass. Like AI AI did what he did. But AI was a scorer. All he's saying is, with no hand checking and stuff like that, he's saying, in my prime, I would double it 10 points. That's all he's saying.
Well,
that's all he's saying.
No. Okay.
And I believe him.
All right.
I'm with
Next one I got.
If Jalen Brunson can average 30, you think AI couldn't average? Come on now. Stop it.
Now the next one I got for y'all guys, because there's a lot of comments and stuff being made. The No Bull Tour. Scotty, Horace, and Luke Longley are going on tour starting in Australia to talk about behind the scenes experiences of the Bulls and playing with Michael Jordan doing that six-year title in 8 years. So
the answer to the last dance, huh?
So Lefty, what's your thoughts on this? Now keep it real, man. Come on.
I mean, honestly, man, it's stupid. I mean, there's no reason to do this. I don't know. I think you still in your feelings. When did the last dance release? Wasn't that in 2016 or something?
And we was in COVID.
No, we was in COVID.
No, we was in COVID, right? It was COVID. So, I mean, to make a tour out of it. I mean, you got all these podcasts that everybody got now. Just go on the podcast and talk about it. But to do a whole tour out of it, I think is getting going a little too far. Like it's getting a little carried away. I think it's stupid, and it's sad that dynasty is now turning into this. I blame Mike for some of it too, but I mean it's sad that it's turning into this battle. Everybody, is Mike against them, and you got the Mike people over here, and then Scotty gathering up Horace.
I think it's a money grab.
And why the hell is Luke Longley talking anyway? Who cares what he has to say?
I can explain that. Go ahead.
Go ahead, kid. I'm done.
I can explain that. The only reason Luke Longley is in it because they was all sitting around one day and they was drinking Scotty's bullshit bourbon and they all got drunk and Scotty talked them into it. The only reason Luke Longley is involved is because the first tour is in Australia. It's Luke Longley's hometown, home country.
I heard that.
That's the only reason Luke Longley is in it.
I heard
because they're kicking it off in Australia.
I heard Luke is kind of funny with his stories. That's what I heard.
Yeah, so, but here's the thing.
Out of the three of them, Luke is the personality.
When they leave Australia, Luke is going to bow out. Luke just doing this because they kicking it off in Australia. That's probably his calling card. Like, all right, we going to Australia? All right, let's do it. So they're going to make whatever money they doing. Because where's the money going? Let's answer the question. Where's the money going?
In their damn pocket. What you thinking?
Y'all follow the money.
Right. Hold on. It ain't going to no foundation, no charity. That money going in their pocket.
Let's think about this, y'all. They're gonna charge for you to come in and listen to them.
And whoever dumb enough to do that, they deserve it.
Well, it's the same people that's buying them gold Trump shoes. You can find a stupid person anywhere you want. You can find them throughout the world. So if you stupid enough to buy shoes to pay for Trump's legal fees, then you stupid enough to listen to Luke Longley, Horace Grant, who hated Michael Jordan, and Pippen, while they sitting up there drinking Pippen's bourbon, and they telling you the points of the Last Dance.
Horace Mike didn't lie. He got traded.
Hold on. Mike did not lie in the Last Dance. The only thing I take issue with when it comes to Pippen, because he didn't disrespect Luke Longley at all. I don't know why Luke is alone with this.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Luke wasn't even on the.
But watch this. Watch this. The only thing Mike did, and we discussed this, I don't know if y'all remember, the only thing Mike included in the Last Dance was when Pippen didn't take the last shot with Kukoc and Bill Cartwright cussed him out. The only reason Mike was wrong with that, because Mike, Mike was dead on that.
But I'm saying, he talked about that.
But Mike wasn't on the team when Pippen refused to take the last shot. Mike should have left that out. He was wrong for that. He wasn't on the team. He should not have spoke on that because he wasn't on the team then. That's the only shit Pippen should have a problem with. Everything else he said about Pippen, and he held him to the highest degree. Only thing he said negative was, you chose to take surgery on our dime and not your dime. So you hurt the team. That's the only, and you were selfish. That's when he disrespected Pippen. The part about Kukoc, he should have left out because Mike wasn't on the team there. I agree with Pippen if that's his beef. I agree. Mike wasn't on the team then, he shouldn't have spoke on it. I 100% agree with that. But you taking surgery on our dime, Mike was 100% right. You left us, bro. That was selfish because you mad at management. He was right on that.
So couldn't they say the same thing when he retired? When he retired in '93 and then came back? That wasn't that selfish of him? He didn't think about the team then. That ain't the reason he said he walked away. That ain't the reason he said he walked away.
And first of all, the league suspended him.
That's no facts behind that. That's not been.
Okay, so what you think happened? You think that man walked away?
That has not been proven.
Okay, but well, God rest his soul. I wish we can ask David Stern.
Well, Lefty
they were gonna suspend him. So they played devil's advocate, like Mike. We're gonna let you handle it. Other than that, we're gonna suspend you.
We don't know.
We do know. He was about to get suspended. Come on, man. Come on, man. You think he retired on purpose and came back?
Kev, he has a point because
but
if he stepped away because of his daddy, then he wouldn't have played baseball. He would have just stepped away and been away from the game for a while. But that's
baseball was his passion, man, and his daddy wanted him to play baseball. Let's put the two together. And I ain't gonna base it on that. I ain't gonna get y'all out. I'm not gonna base it on that. Let's talk facts. David Stern was about to suspend him. So I'm not gonna suspend the league's best player. I'm gonna let him handle it.
So which one was it? Was it his daddy or was he getting suspended? Which one was it? You just gave two reasons. Was it his daddy dying or was he finna get suspended?
I took the daddy off of it. I said I'm not gonna get. I said exactly this. I said I'm not gonna give y'all the obvious reasons, daddy and the love for baseball, none of that. What I'm gonna say is David Stern was about to suspend him.
Okay.
So y'all don't want to admit that because we can't prove it. But
Greg,
we know, Damani, you was around during that time. You know damn well the league was about to come down on him. You can't suspend the best player in the world, your money maker. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let him go out here and play it off. I'm retired. I've done all I could do, right? They let Mike handle it. David Stern was about to suspend him for gambling. They let him walk away. All of a sudden, the man come back a year later.
Suspended for was he gambling on NBA games? What they suspending him for?
He was gambling, period. Fucking with drug dealers and all kind of people. He was messing up, bro. He was messing up.
What I'm saying is what
And he was the face of the league.
Unless he was betting on the actual NBA games, then it's not a suspended offense. You can't suspend him for what he do with his money outside of the game. Now, if he was betting on the games, a point shaving, if he was getting
he wasn't Pete Rose.
I know what I'm saying. If he was getting his Pete Rose on, then I understand him getting suspended, but he wasn't doing that. So you can't suspend the man because he got a gambling problem outside of the game, because he playing golf and in Vegas blowing money. That's his money. They can't tell him what to do with his money. He wasn't doing nothing illegal. So what was they gonna suspend him for?
If you're the face of the league and you're hanging out with known drug dealers gambling, they have a problem with that.
You don't think they all hang out?
Here's why. You're an employee of if they didn't know about it, then it's cool. You are the face of the NBA. Our marketers, TV people, everything markets you. You're the reason we make money in the NBA. You're the face of the league. You can't be out here gambling with ex-cons and gang bangers and all that on our watch.
It's not the social media
It's
era.
the same thing.
Everything was speculation. Wasn't no social media.
Ain't no speculation. They found out about it.
He was gambling with drug dealers. I mean,
bro, they found out about it. What are you talking about? They found out about it.
But was it illegal activity, Ken?
Well, we don't know that. And the NBA was like, well, we ain't going to take that chance. You're the face of the league.
Hey.
So now it's all speculation.
You know what?
So now I'm making it up.
We're going to come back to
I'm making it up.
In the box.
So I'm making it up. I'm making it up.
You're making it up. I'm saying it's not something you get suspended for.
He was about to.
Okay.
Hey,
all right.
We're going to do
the same thing. It's the same thing they told Ja Morant. Bro, you can live your life. When we found out about it and you employed by us, no,
they told
it's the same thing.
Stop flashing guns. It's different.
Well, it's the same thing. Well, he can live his life, right? But when you're an employee of the NBA, you can't do that. It's the same exact thing.
His boys pointing guns at other NBA players. That's a whole nother.
Is it not the same thing?
No.
Is it not the same thing?
Not even close.
Ja Morant can own a gun and live his life. The NBA found out about it. He got suspended. You are an employee of the NBA. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I mean, y'all getting mad about it, but it's the same thing.
But
it's the same thing. You are an employee of the NBA.
We're going to keep this train rolling. And my next one is, I know y'all saw Jordan Poole benched by the Wizards.
Good.
I mean, $25 million a year. I mean, he the hardest fall from grace from a championship to being a key factor in the Golden State run to that last title. Rumor is nobody on the team like him. I mean, I think Golden State fleeced the Wizards out of that. You know what I'm saying? So, Kev, give me your thoughts. I know you don't like Poole, so go ahead.
I don't like Poole at all. I think he's overrated. And let me ask you this. How much is he averaging with the Wizards?
I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know, do you?
Right.
So, no one gives a damn about Poole. And the people in the Wizards locker room probably didn't figure it out. Yeah, you got a ring on your finger, but that's because of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. Yeah, you hit a couple shots. But now you come over here, you're supposed to be the man. No one likes him. No one respects him.
15.8 points a game.
Damn.
15.
On one of the best teams in the league.
Now he's supposed to be the man, right?
I got between him and Kuzma, I guess.
Kuzma averaging 21.
Yeah, between him and Kuzma.
No one gives a damn about Jordan Poole. If you ever watched him, he just comes down, pulls up shots, going one-on-one for God knows why, dribbling between his legs, all that, and shoot an air ball. I give a damn about Poole. He has no respect in that locker room, nothing.
Hey, Kev, this is a learning lesson for young athletes everywhere. When you show your ass and act out, we got the right to send you to NBA hell, which is in Washington.
Well, we send you to
And
watch.
that's exactly what they did. They sent him to NBA hell, and now he falls under the category who cares. If who cares was a person, it'll be, you Google who cares, it'll be a picture of Jordan Poole like this. Who cares? He's in Washington. Kyle Kuzma was a young upcoming player in Washington. Who cares? No one cares. The Wizards are the NBA abyss. No one gives a damn about them. So it is what it is. And if you, I mean, come on, dog. Come on. Let's move on. I don't even talk about this, man.
Right.
Who cares? It's Jordan Poole.
Okay. All right. Next up, then, I'm gonna tell you who I'm disappointed in the league. In the league, I am disappointed with Ant-Man.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm disappointed with Ant-Man.
Yeah, why?
Let me tell you
This should
why.
be a Ben Simmons topic. But go ahead. Why are you disappointed with Ant-Man?
That's the obvious.
Because of the All-Star game. Let me tell you why.
It ain't his fault.
Let's be disappointed in the All-Star game, but go ahead.
Hold on.
Right.
Yeah, we can get to
It ain't his
that.
damn
But I'm
fault.
gonna tell you why I'm disappointed in Ant-Man, right? Because the All-Star game, I don't know if it was a bet, whatever it was, he shot left-handed, did everything left-handed during the All-Star game.
That skills
Everything.
channel? Oh, yeah.
So for me, you could be tabbed as maybe the face of the NBA after LeBron and Steph are gone. You could be the face. So you use the All-Star game as, let me show the world I'm him. I'm him.
Yeah,
you come to the All-Star game and you ball out and let the world know I'm that dude.
I want in on this, Ben.
Yeah, I want in too.
You didn't take it serious to me, man. The All-Star game is where you show the world I'm that dude. I'm next up. But he in there soft shoeing, left hand, not taking it seriously. He was supposed to show the world he is that dude.
Can I tag in?
Now, we can argue if you think that right there was okay.
No. I agree, but I think the angle you coming at it from is I disagree with. But go ahead, kid.
Right, you want some old man get off my lawn. Because let me ask you counterpoint, Ben. Where you think he got that attitude from? Why doesn't he take it serious? Why would he say, man, we ain't come here to compete. I'm gonna shoot everything on my left hand. Why do you think Luka Doncic, that averages 30 a game, came in there shooting the ball from the other half of the court, missing dunks, not even trying? Where do you think they get that attitude from? That they don't care? These fans pay a lot of money, and they vote them in because they want to see their favorite players perform. But the players don't take it serious. Luka didn't give a damn about the All-Star. Neither did Joker. Ant told you verbally. The only reason Ant is at fault because he admitted it. Welcome out here, man. Take it serious, man. You know what I mean? I'm shooting everything my left. Right? He wasn't as bad as Luka that shot the ball from the other half of the court. The man averages 30. You don't think Luka fans want to see him?
That's bad.
And then he missed a dunk on purpose and then stand there like it was the rim's fault.
Well, he ain't got no hops. Now, he got credit card hops, kid. He ain't missed that on
purpose. He got better than that. The man's 6'8".
He ain't missed that on purpose. He can't dunk.
But he didn't give a damn.
He can't jump on the curve. Stop it.
But he didn't give a damn. What I'm saying is the overall attitude is messed up with these young guys from the All-Star game. They don't give a damn. All I'm saying is, don't put this on Ant because you comparing Ant to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant came in with that attitude as a shorty. Like, I'm going to make a statement. I don't care if I step on Mike's toes. I step on Karl Malone's toes. I don't care whose toes. I'm the dude. I'm going to let them know. That was
You're
Kobe's
making my point,
attitude.
though, kid. You making my point.
That was Kobe's attitude.
Tim said Alf had better hops.
And ain't like that. And ain't like that.
telling your age, Tim.
You making my point.
No.
Ken.
No. I'm not saying you saying you're disappointed in Ant when overall I'm gonna do something that I rarely do, and I'm gonna shock y'all. I'm disappointed in LeBron, Steph, the veterans, the older heads, because this attitude trickles down. It starts with them.
Thank
Like
you.
they the leaders. You the head. You the face of the NBA. You the leaders. These young cats listen to you. They follow you. Like you go out there. If they competitive as Steph and LeBron, those guys are playing competitive. That attitude is going to trickle down, and it's going to be a competitive game. It starts with them. So I give you the Ant shooting left hand is making a mockery of it, and I
He's
agree with you
admitting
there.
it.
I agree with you that. Now that's making a total mockery of it, and it's totally ridiculous. But giving up 200 points is ridiculous too. I mean, it's and I don't know how to fix it. I do like what they do with the rookies, the rookie thing now with the 4 teams, like that little round robin.
Yeah,
tournament.
that's good. Yeah.
I think that may be a good idea. That may make it a little more competitive because put a little more money on the line, which you shouldn't have to, but that at least make it somewhat competitive. You got to do something, man. And it started with that draft when they realized that was a mistake because everybody drafted their buddies and made it a big joke. But Ant's just going with the flow. I mean, that's just like if you're in a classroom and everybody clowning, everybody throwing paper and spitballs and acting the fool. It's just the best student gonna start acting like that. It's just gonna trickle down. So no one takes it serious. But I'm putting that on LeBron, Steph, AD, all these guys, these vets that have been around, and especially I'm putting especially on LeBron because you played in the All-Star games with Mike and Shaq and people like that, and Kobe. When Kobe guarded you and D'd you up, you played in competitive All-Star games. So for you to let that happen on your watch, I'm putting it on you. I'm putting it on LeBron.
Well, I'm glad you gave LeBron some responsibility. Why don't you put the dunk contest on him too?
Well, he ain't in the dunk contest. I can't put that
dunk
on.
contest.
Right, he never been in it. But if LeBron would have gotten in it, everybody else would have followed suit and would have got in it. Because LeBron blows it off, every other superstar blows it off. So put that on him too. Everybody follows LeBron's lead.
Oh, that's right. No, LeBron didn't play in the All-Star game with Jordan. You're right. LeBron didn't play with Jordan, but he played with Kobe in the All-Star game.
He played with Kobe because Kobe tried to get him to hoop.
To take the last shot.
Let's hoop.
Kobe
he shied away from it.
Kobe and McGrady used to go at it hard in the All-Star game. Like everybody went at it hard, went hard in the All-Star game. Even if they played around in the first quarter or the first half, when it was near the end, like people started actually playing to win. So once again, and I'm a LeBron fan. I ain't nowhere near LeBron here. Everybody know that. But this is on him. You the head, you the OG of the league. They follow you.
Yeah.
If they see you out there playing hard and competing, everybody gonna do it.
And he never got in the dunk contest, which is the reason a lot of these stars don't get in the dunk contest. That's facts. That's facts. So if you're gonna blame him for the All-Star thing, he don't go hard, we don't go hard. LeBron sit out, we sit out, COVID, all that. Remember that? The bubble, all that.
Yep.
Then you blame him for the dunk contest. If LeBron don't get in it, we don't get in it. It's the same trickle down effect.
I mean, the dunk
same
contest
trickle down effect.
The dunk contest, though, I mean, there's been some great dunkers in there. There's been some good ones.
But it ain't the stars.
Superstars in it, though.
Don't you want to see Zion, Ja? Like, don't you want to see stars like that?
First
you know why those stars don't get into it?
Zion is a left step from being out for the season, so he don't need to be in the dunk contest.
No. Zion can be in the dunk contest if he wanted to.
Shit.
Ja can be in the dunk contest if he wanted to, but the mantle is LeBron. So if the stars ain't got to do it, especially Bron, then we ain't gonna do it. If Bron don't go hard in the All-Star game, we ain't gonna do it. But you remember Kobe Bryant went hard in the All-Star game? Remember that?
Kobe always went hard.
Giannis came in going hard at the All-Star game. Even Giannis then fell back into the mode now.
Giannis in the joke around.
Giannis came in going hard.
Yeah.
Well,
and now Giannis fell back in the superstar mode now because he's spoiled. Dame was just shooting. All Dame was doing was just shooting.
He wanted the ball.
He wasn't necessarily going hard. Dame was just shooting.
And Carl Anthony Towns running around bragging about getting 50 in that bullshit game. Somebody just should sit his goofy ass down somewhere. What are you doing? So of course you score 50. Ain't nobody playing defense.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, Kev, Bird has been going at you the whole time.
That's who this Facebook user is?
Yeah, that's Bird.
Yeah.
Hey, Bird, you my Giants buddy, man. Pipe down. I'm speaking facts. Get the hell over.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm speaking as a LeBron fan. I'm putting it on.
Well, he's a LeBron fan. He don't want to hear this. He don't want to hear this.
I'm putting that on. I'm putting this on him. LeBron is the OG of the league. He the OG of the league. When he speak, everybody listen.
Yeah.
If he say sit, everybody sit. So he should be the one being competitive in those games. He should be.
That's all I'm saying. But Bird don't want to admit that because he's a LeBron fan.
Let's switch.
If LeBron say, "Hey, next year we going hard in the All-Star game," they gonna go hard in the All-Star game. If LeBron say, as a player union, "Nah, we ain't accepting that. We'll walk." They gonna walk. Pat Beverly admitted that. What was that? The bubble, COVID, whatever. Bron say something. We with it. Pat Beverly admitted that publicly.
Yes, he did.
So if LeBron say, "Y'all getting the dunk contest, man. The league needs y'all." You're going to see Ja. You're going to see Zion. You're going to see some of the best dunkers get in. Star players.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown did it this year. God knows what he was doing.
Since we talking about Bron is going to be gone from the league sooner than later, right?
Yes.
Now, we ain't had this discussion before. Lefty, you were strong on a certain point on this. I'm see if you're going to still be with it. Who's going to be the face of the NBA? Now, Lefty, you said it cannot be an international player, that the league won't allow that. So you got Luka. You got to put his name in the conversation. You got to throw Ant-Man in there. Tatum, Joker, another foreign player. I'm gonna even throw Wemby in there because he's gonna get better. Then you got the
Wemby way down the line, dog.
He way down there. You even got SGA and you got Embiid. I mean, who's gonna be the face of the league? And I'll let you go first. Can't go.
Shit, I don't know, man. I'm not saying it can't be an international player. I don't think that the league wants it to be an international player, right? Because you want the guy that's marketable. You want the guy, that you can paste all over TV commercials and this, that, and other. And I don't think they, you want the Lukas and the Giannis's and and Jokers to be that. Especially there's still this bias with foreign. Is it still America's game? Because everybody's not saying international is caught up with with the U.S. It's the reason why we sent the pros over there to the Olympics after a while. When the colleges wasn't pulling it off on a regular basis, we had to make a statement. So you send the dream team. So out of the young guys now, it's tough, man. I think I'll just say by potential, Ant-Man, Jason Tatum, like potential. Other than that, those two. When you're talking like face of the league, that LeBron Steph status. I think Tatum and Ant-Man probably could.
Let me throw this in the conversation.
A good father with the baby stuff and all that.
Let me throw this in the conversation. Malika Andrews interviewing Jason Tatum, and she asked him this question flat out: "Who's the best player in the league right now?" And with no blink of an eye, Jason Tatum said, "I am."
Well, he's wrong, but okay, go ahead, kid.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to have confidence in yourself. They also asked him who would be the face of the league, and he said, "If we win the championship, I got something to say about that." That's his exact words.
He had to win it first. He definitely got to win it.
Well, that's what he said. He said, if the Celtics win the championship, and y'all talking about face of the league, I said I got something to say about that. You left that part out, man.
But the thing is, why did I left it out? I left it out because why does it matter if he wins a chip?
So he got a chip.
Embiid,
because he knows today's era.
Embiid was MVP. They were nowhere near winning a chip.
Ain't about
Jordan
MVP.
won
That's
it,
not what they asked.
won it before he won a chip.
It ain't about MVP. That's
And
not what they asked.
Jordan was the
saying.
face of the league before he won a championship too.
Because everybody know he was the best player.
Right, exactly.
What Tatum answered was, y'all talking about who the face of the league. He said, if we win the chip this year, I got something to say about that.
Right.
He's talking face of the league. He don't give a damn about MVP. Tatum ain't gonna get the MVP. He's telling you, if y'all talking face of the league, if we win the chip, I got something to say about it. That's his exact words.
Right.
To answer the question, I don't think it is no face of the league to take over like Ready right now. You gotta, it's a mantle to do that. And you gotta give people props. You gotta give LeBron props. Whether y'all want to agree with this or not, Kobe, when the Lakers was winning 9 and 10, Kobe was the face of the league. He was. Y'all can get the fuck over it. LeBron, he passed the mantle to LeBron. But the bridge between Mike and LeBron was Kobe being Bryant. That's just facts.
So you gonna leave Shaq out of that?
Shaq wasn't the face of the league. Wasn't the face of the league.
When he first
Shaq
went to
was
LA?
the most dominant player.
When he went
He
to
was
LA, he
literally
was
the best player on those Lakers three-piece. He was the dude. Kobe was the side piece. No doubt, I'll never argue that. But when Mike, I'm just going by mantles. Mike, Kobe, LeBron, that's what it was. Shaq was the MVP during those times.
Shaq was plastered all over the TVs. Kev, he was on every commercial. He was Mr. Hollywood. Shaq was the face of the NBA. People always leave that out. Kobe was never the face of the league. He was never the face of the league.
He was never the face of the league.
Coming off that
so
rape case.
In 2008, 9, 10, Kobe wasn't the face of the league.
Yeah, they wouldn't even get a man a league MVP.
Because they hated him.
Okay, so how the face of the league if they hate him?
He was the
they were giving Steve Nash
when the Lakers were winning, because Garnett won in 2008. When the Lakers was winning in 2009 and 10, you telling me Kobe wasn't the face of the league?
No, he wasn't.
Who was the face of the league then?
I got to look back, but it wasn't Kobe.
Well, think about it. 2009 and 10, when the Lakers went back-to-back after Boston beat them in 2008.
Yeah.
Before LeBron went to Miami, who was the face of the league? Wasn't Shaq?
Definitely wasn't Kobe.
Who was?
Definitely wasn't.
Who was?
Man, on this.
It was. Well, I also remember this. LeBron came in.
I'm not saying Kobe had a long run as face of the league. I'm not saying that.
So
what I'm saying is,
Bron came in 08, right? Was it 08? When did Bron come in?
Something like that. He went to Miami, what, 2012-ish? Something like that?
10, 11.
2011. 10, 11. Okay. 11, right? So between 9 and 10, who was the face of the league?
Right. So wait a minute. Don't forget, LeBron came in, they were already dusting off the mantle for him.
He wasn't the face of the league then. Stop it.
He was being watched.
He was being groomed.
LeBron was the talk of the league.
He was being groomed.
Kobe has
Who was the face of the league at that time, sir? It's a simple question.
He may have been the best player, but he was not the face of the league.
So who was the dude in the league then? Who was the dude in the league?
I don't know. It wasn't him.
But you can't think of nobody else.
I got to go back and look.
So that furthers my point.
I'll call it a transition period.
Oh, it's a transition period because it's Kobe Bryant.
It was a transition period.
Okay.
I don't dislike Kobe at all. I'm just saying Kobe was not well liked. Like I get it now that he's.
It doesn't matter about the well liked.
That has a lot to do with it.
Everybody don't kiss LeBron's ass like you, Bird, and all you LeBron fans. Everybody don't kiss his ass either.
That's not it. But the league.
Everybody don't kiss his ass, dog.
The league does. That's all that matters. The league does. And the league ain't never kissed Kobe ass. That's why he only got that one damn MVP when he deserved 3 or 4 of them.
And he should have got more than that. At least you admit that.
Yeah, I'm always admit that. But he was not the face of the league.
2009 and 10, Kobe Bryant was the face of the league, dog. Look it up. Somebody Google it. 2009 and 10, who the hell was the face of the league other than Kobe Bryant?
It wasn't Kobe.
Somebody look it up.
It was. He may have been the best player, but he wasn't the face of the league.
But who was the face of the league? You can't name me nobody.
It was a transition period, I said.
No, it wasn't no damn transition period.
Yes, it was.
Okay. So who will get MVP this year? Kebo.
By default, they're gonna give it to Joker. By default.
Why? Why
That's
would they
exactly
give
what's
it to
gonna
him?
happen. Huh?
Man got a triple double against every team in the league. Shit, I don't know.
That is
They're gonna
true.
by default, he gonna get it. They're gonna give it to him. I already know what's gonna happen.
He back to back, right?
Embiid got it last year. Embiid got it last year. But Embiid was on his way to getting it this year until he got hurt.
Yeah.
So
my dark horse is Luka.
I'm trying to understand why the number one team in the NBA is Boston, and everybody is just gonna look over Tatum like he shouldn't be number one right now for MVP.
What's his numbers? You got his numbers?
When you think of MVP, you're gonna look at Joker, you're gonna look at Embiid. You're not gonna look at Tatum because they're gonna say, when you playing alongside Porzingis, playing alongside Jaylen Brown, all y'all eating. You're the best player, but all y'all eating. When you look at Denver, even though Jamal Murray is a bad boy,
team? You trying to tell me Denver a one-man team? Stop.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when you
Tatum
look at Denver,
27 points, 8
okay,
rebounds, 4 assists, and he's shooting 48% from the field.
When you look at Denver, the first name coming out your mouth is Joker.
When you look at Boston, the first thing is coming out your mouth is Tatum.
First thing coming out your mouth is Tatum. Then you go Brown, Porzingis, right? Drew Holiday. When you go Denver,
same thing in Denver.
When you go Denver, you're gonna say Joker. You're gonna say, oh yeah, Jamal Murray, right? It's an oh yeah factor. When you look at Boston, you're gonna name all their players.
They not number one. They number 4.
It doesn't matter. They're the defending champs. No fucking what?
Go all the way down?
They're the defending champs. They're gonna get that respect, dog. Stop with the records. Stop with the records.
He won it last year, bro, and they wasn't top. He wasn't number one. So why?
Because he was clearly the best player last year, sir. He actually should have won it the year before. Let's be honest.
And what was Embiid's numbers? Like, I mean, I think those are great numbers Tatum has. But what Luka averaging 33? It's a few people, man. So
Luka should be in the conversation.
I said Luka. I think Luka would get it to me right now. But I mean, and that's it shouldn't, the playoffs shouldn't matter. That's why I wish they would do that MVP shit soon as the season's over, because they'll playoff things for some reason they play a part in it. It's not supposed to. It's a regular season award. But Tatum,
but that counts as Luka out.
Well, I'm saying if I'm regular season though, if you not playoffs, it's a regular season award.
It's supposed to be.
Supposed to be. What tends to happen, they wait until the conference finals to announce it, and now they didn't put, the voters somehow that plays a part what happened in the playoffs. You get eliminated early. Oh, no, you have a bad series, it knocks you out, and it shouldn't happen. I think Tatum's the best player on the best team.
Yeah.
He's definitely that. But I think Boston's looked more at as a team over a superstar that's just carrying them.
Okay, so it's the Steve Nash rule.
You got to put SGA in there.
Yeah.
You got to put
Shay
Shay.
Oh yeah.
No, Shay is in top 3 right now, actually.
Hell yeah.
But it's the Steve Nash rule. Steve Nash wasn't a better player than Shaq, but he was the best player on the best team at the time, and they gave it to Steve Nash. Remember that?
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah, but Nash actually got the MVP, and then nobody else had like the numbers those years he won it. Nobody was putting up like crazy numbers. Like you're looking at the numbers that these guys are putting up right now. Luka, Joker, hell, like you say, Embiid before he went out. Like some of these top guys, it is. I don't know. It's just kind of hard to give it to him. Of course, he's the best player on the best team, but if he was averaging 30 a game or whatever, he'd probably be in the conversation.
Luka averaging 34, 9 rebounds, damn near 10 assists a game, and he's shooting 49%.
Right. So you see what I'm saying? The numbers you're going up against those are dominant numbers.
He'll shoot the 3, think he get fouled, and stand there and argue with the ref instead of getting back.
I mean, year. No, it's not a defensive award, Kev. That's why it's MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. But
Joker,
so
26, 12, 9, and he's shooting 58%.
That's what I'm saying. So now that was Gandy. Does Tatum still get your vote after he just read off the numbers of Luka and Joker? I don't think so.
Tatum is playing good ball, but he's not going to get the MVP. He's not even in there because of his supporting cast. He's not going to get it. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He's not going to get it because of supporting cast.
Okay.
Joker will get it, even though he got Jamal Murray. But they looking at.
Hey, Kev, Shay, 31, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 54% from the field.
He's top 3 right now because OKC is top 3 right now.
Yeah.
So you gotta they reward people that the reason Luka ain't gonna get it because Dallas like number 7. Shay or I call the man Shay, whatever the hell his name is top 3. OKC is top 3.
Yeah.
That's how they're gonna do it.
They number 2. When you look at all the standings,
Minnesota's they number 2. Okay.
26, 5, and 46%.
Those not MVP numbers. Not compared to what you just named, dog.
They the number 2 team in the NBA.
Yeah, I know that factors in a little bit,
but
those
record
numbers are too far off. Like, come on now. I mean, I get it. You know, like you said, best team, and but if you're talking like if you define an MVP, I don't know in a lot of these situations, like I think Tatum is like they don't view him like they view Joker and Luka, where everything just runs through Tatum.
They don't,
right? They don't.
That's what I'm trying to tell you
because it really doesn't just run through Tatum. You know, you get Jaylen Brown, you know, it go Drew Holiday running the point. Yeah. So
you making my point.
Yeah,
that's why he's not going to get it.
Get that look.
I don't even go to the Clippers with Kawhi. He ain't played 95% of which he has not done in a long time.
Exactly. So that excludes him. That excludes him right there.
53%. So it's like it's a lot of cats that can vie for the MVP, but you want to throw Joker out there because they won the championship last year.
Yeah,
you supposed to get respect for that.
I'm getting because he almost averaging a triple-double.
Just like Steph was getting respect when Golden State was winning. Joker should get the same respect. Yes. He the defending champ.
I'm in disagreement, man.
Well, but if it was Steph, you wouldn't be.
Steph is having an amazing year.
Joker should get the same damn respect as a defending champ until somebody beats him. And he's putting up MVP numbers, yes.
I mean, having almost triple-double from the center position. That's MVP like in itself. You know
I mean, Steph is at what? 28, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and he's shooting 46. I mean, he having an amazing year. But they number 10.
Right. And he playing with Sisters of the Poor and Mr. Single Double.
Wait,
so yeah, his numbers gonna be outstanding.
Who he playing with, Ken?
Sisters of the Poor, along with Mr. Single Double.
I mean, Steph just doing Steph, man. You know, Steph gonna average 28. Damn near on one leg. That's just what Steph do.
And Kev, Draymond averaging 10 points. 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and shooting 50% from the field. So you gotta back off the single double.
Okay, because he averaging 10 points. Okay, you're right, and he's shooting 50% for the field because he take 3 shots a game. Okay, you're right, dog. I'm overthinking it.
You got to say he is playing much better since the suspension.
You're right, dog. You're right. My bad.
That 10 take him out the category, Kev. You can't call that no more.
Yeah. And it's probably 9.8, and they rounded off.
It is.
Oh, come on, man. Right. So Draymond makes one and a half shots a game.
Yeah.
And they usually layups.
They usually and they wide open because ain't nobody guarding them.
Wow.
Now,
I guarantee you he averaging 9.7 and whatever the rebounds and assists is.
Kev, you hard on Draymond, man. You hard. You hard. Kev, you got a few people that you hard on.
Hey man, I'm just trying to tell you. I just tell the truth about him, and y'all don't want to tell the truth about him.
Lefty got Jerry Goff. You got about 4. You got about 4 players, man.
Don't nobody got many slide.
Don't
nobody got many slide.
Well, they all light skinned.
Yeah, I think you better off naming the people he do like than over the ones he don't like.
I get you that, man.
I do got issues with Jared Goff. I definitely do.
Now, do you all got issues with the Nets, man, in firing Jacques Vaughn?
Yes.
Yeah. Sean Marks fired him. He should have fired himself too. But I'll let you go ahead, kid. What's your thoughts on it?
So the next organization, let's go through this. You remember back in the day they had Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, transition, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden. Remember who the coach was? Steve Nash, who never coached a day in his life. Kyrie at the opening press conference said, we don't need a coach. Remember that? Since then, Kevin Durant has departed. He was the last to go. But Kevin Durant has departed. Steve Nash has got fired. Kyrie Irving is gone. James Harden quit. In comes the new class.
Damn, he quit.
Mikal, yeah, he quit. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, that other gun dude that ain't seen the shot he don't like, coming off the bench, whatever the hell his name is. I think his name Johnson too.
I call him Ben Jr., but go ahead.
Yeah, Ben Jr. They transitioned, and you got Ben Simmons.
Y'all tag teaming?
Von Erich.
No, yeah, you know. That dude coming, he don't even run the play, bro. He just shooting the ball. He don't even run the play. But and then you got Ben Simmons stealing money. So all that time, they had the same GM. Why has he still got a job? Yeah. How the hell are you gonna fire Jacques Vaughn when you fired the man, put Steve Nash in, made him assistant? You fired Steve Nash, put him back as coach, and now you're gonna fire him with 25 games left.
Kevin Ollie is running the thing now.
Kevin Ollie. When does the Nets GM or management take accountability? Why it's always the players? Why it's always the coaches? Why? When does the GM take responsibility, dog?
The owner is selling stock off now. So is he getting ready to get rid of the team?
I mean, he should, I think that the Nets are. I 100% agree with everything Kev said, and they're another team. Like, unfortunately, I'm gonna say it like our Chicago Bulls, who are just stuck in NBA hell. Make a decision, rebuild. Like at this point, and when you lose,
that's what they need to do.
When you lose Durant, Kyrie, Harden, you lose that big three you had championship, aspirations. You got to rebuild, tear it all down, trade everybody off, get a bunch of draft picks. You're gonna suck for about 5-6 years because it's hard rebuilding the NBA. But I mean, that's the route you just got to go. Like they gonna be stuck. They're not even good enough to be a playing team on top of that. So you beyond NBA hell. They're
like number 11.
Yeah, so you're not even that good, but you have players. You have some players on there that you can trade off and get some return from. They need to go totally young. They should be the youngest team in the league on a total rebuild, like OKC did when they lost Durant and Westbrook and everybody. They went full. They went just full rebuild. Yeah. Got a bunch of draft picks. You end up with SGA. It took some years, but look at them now. I think the Nets need to go the same route. And so do the Bulls, by the way.
You want them to turn into the Pistons?
I mean, for a little while, if that's what you got to do. Look, I'd rather my team I'd rather be able to say my team is rebuilding over we just keep putting a bunch of people together and running out there and not even 500. and we
And
can't even
we
think,
9-10 every year. We play
right.
one game and go home.
And we don't have a shot at the top 3 picks because of our percentages, because of you just good enough to be just inside the lottery. That's NBA hell to me. You either contend or you rebuild, and it should be one or the other.
Okay. All right.
And I'll repeat it again. The Bulls need to do the same thing.
They're gonna find out this summer when DeRozan and Drummond walk clean out the door.
And now they're paying a third person for not playing, in Patrick Williams, because he's out for the year. Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, you're paying all this money to guys that's not playing. It's time. It's just time to tear down.
It's time.
Yeah.
Kev, I'm gonna agree with you. They should have tore this down 3 years ago when Ball got hurt.
Yeah.
And I rarely agree with you, but I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
No, I make a lot of sense sometimes, man. You just gotta pay attention.
Well, as my boy Tim Smith say,
well, who cares what Tim Smith say?
And wasn't Patrick Williams trying to get $200 million or something ridiculous?
Yeah.
Man.
Now they stuck. So think about it. They stuck with him because he coming off injury. You stuck with LaVine. He's coming off injury. They probably gonna let Ball go, but now it's too late. You should have been released that money, released that roster spot. You could have been a player in the buyout or whatever. They should have been got him off the books.
They could have used that medical exception, right? Well, they used the medical exception to sign, but ain't there something they can
get
let
out,
them go to get out
the contract?
to get out of the contract.
to get out the contract.
Yeah, some medical buy, whatever it's called. I can't think of the name of it, but
Yeah.
Medical exception. But they should have got it. They could have been out their contract and had another roster spot if they really wanted.
Yeah, they did use that medical exception to get another roster spot, but I don't know why they holding on to the contract.
Right.
And when the doctors don't know what the hell wrong with you.
But I think the league has to pick up that contract if you go through it with that medical exception. And I think the price tag was too much for the league, so that's why they kept them on for a while.
I thought it was
why ain't the current team though? And ain't
it's
the
some
player
type
fault.
of insurance thing or something, right?
And whoever's the insurance backer on the league, and they like, that's too much for us to carry right now.
Yeah, shit.
Now, before we get into NFL, because we going there, I want to talk about some NCAA things. Did you see where they are proposing to end the handshake line because of all the fights and stuff that have been breaking out in the line? So they're gonna cut that out. But it's just like, man, that's a part of basketball until you get to the NBA where, it's neither here nor there. But you're gonna cut out the handshake because players have been punching other players, male and female, and it went down in the last 2 years. I mean, and it went down in that handshake line. It's just like, dude, that's another part of sportsmanship that you're killing from the game. AAU already took actual coaching away. Now you're finna take away sportsmanship too? Thoughts?
I don't agree with that. I think you need to leave that. I actually played in that gym though. Incarnate Word. I don't know if y'all remember, I told y'all I went to a Christmas tournament in San Antonio. And we had Bud Light and we stayed at the Riverwalk and all that. I don't know if y'all remember me telling you that. But the host of the tournament was Incarnate Word. That's where that fight was. Now, they shaking hands. I don't know what dude said. They going up the line. I watched the whole video. I don't know what dude said, but it straight kicked it off. I don't know if it was a dirty play earlier. Dude,
it had to be something during the game.
Like, I don't know what happened.
Something during the game that
had to be
still holding on to.
Had to be. And dude said something in the line, and I don't know what it was, but it kicked it. It was a straight melee. They had broke it up. Somebody else over here got into it, and I don't know what happened. They all finna get suspended. But to answer the question, I don't think you should stop the handshaking. That's sportsmanship, whatever. Even if you lose on the buzzer beater, right? You have to still shake the opponent's hand, right? You pissed off, or you felt you got fouled at the end of the game. They didn't call it. You still got to get in line and shake hands. I think they should keep that. I really do. I think that shows sportsmanship. It shows you can deal with adversity. It shows, like, it teaches you. You don't realize it until you get out of college, but it teaches you. You know, you're dealing with adversity. Shake the other man's hand, whatever, or give a phony dab. You give a phony dab. It really doesn't matter. But I think they should keep it. They shouldn't take it away. Should not.
Left.
Yeah, I agree with Kevin all the way on that. It's something that you're taught as early as T-ball, Pop Warner football, whatever it is, man. You shake hands.
Diddy ball.
Yeah, and don't let the players, especially young men like at that age, dictate stuff like that, the way you change rules completely. You just stiffen the punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you pull something like that, the hell with suspension, you expelled, kicked out of school, period. Right. Like make the penalty harsher, and that way, you know, because that it's just like Kev hit it right on the head. It's such a big part of the game. It's a teaching moment. It's hey, we can be competitive, we can go at it, we can elbow, because trust, if you can shake hands after football and
right.
and boxing and UFC, when you getting spit on and your eye busted open and you still shaking and hugging hands, you telling me basketball players can't shake hands after a game?
Right.
Oh man, that's ridiculous. I would NCAA need to pull up off that. And like I said, anybody who pulls it, expel them. I mean,
that's what happened to the girl.
Yeah,
I think she was at one of the Carolinas.
Well, you suspend them indefinitely. Like you make the
in the stomach. Mm-hmm. She was out of here, but she did find her way back at I think it was LSU that she showed up on. But
yeah, she's having a definite suspension from NCAA. Period.
Definite suspension. Yeah.
Not able to transfer and go play somewhere else, and
right.
now you gonna control your emotions a little more. You know, you're gonna definitely control your emotions. You're gonna walk. You get you thinking about it like, man, I want to foul on this mug, man. But you know what?
Yeah.
I got about 3 years of eligibility left. So
you're gonna think about it. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now you're gonna think about it. Because I mean, man, like I said, AAU took away the actual coaching of the game, because it ain't no more taking your team in the summer league play and all of that. Now it's all AAU. So the whole coaching aspect is gone. It's all about the dynamic players and all of that stuff. So coaching is pretty much gone.
Hey, look, man. If somebody that damn near knock your eyeball out your head, you can get up and shake their hand after the UFC to kick your soul out your body, and you still get up and hug and shake their hand. Don't tell me.
Right.
Basketball
you got knocked out, but then you hugging the dude like, yeah, good fight. Yeah.
Hey, if in front of your kids and your mom and your family, everybody, man, come on, dude.
No, in front of your wife.
Right.
Now the ride home, she don't want to look at your swole eye.
You can't raise your voice at her nothing. You ain't say that to dude who kicked you in your face.
You get into an argument. You get an argument. Why? Don't make me call, old boy.
That's messed up.
I done seen some hits and things. I'm like, hey, no way, man. I got to catch you in the parking lot, fam. I'm calling the homie. Cuckoo! You don't get up with this cat, man. You saw what he did to me? No.
Hey, man. All right, last thing on NCAA, man. March Madness is coming, but Rick Pitino went off in his press conference, dude. I don't know if y'all saw that, man.
It should be fired.
Everybody associated with St. John's, he said, we got shitty facilities. I mean, the players, y'all ain't shit. Man, he went off.
He should have been fired.
I didn't see that.
Hey, man.
When he said the facilities were shitty, I said, dang.
Oh, I'm a YouTube that after the show. I got to see that.
No, he went off on the facilities. He went off on the players. He said we're not athletic. He named names. This is where I get into it with him. He just said we had a piss poor performance. We act like we weren't athletic. You know, we couldn't rebound. We weren't quick. Whatever. If you say it like that, then that's an indictment on the team Team suck it up. Watch film. Get over it. Practice harder. But what he said is we are not athletic. And he pointed out names.
Yeah.
And he pointed out names and he said, well, you know, they give me all they got. But basically, they ain't shit. This has been the worst year I've ever coached.
Dang.
This has been the worst experience I've ever had in coaching.
How many games?
And he
they
talked
got
about
left,
the facilities. Bro, he went off, dog.
Hey, they
And then the next
14-4.
day, he tried to clean it up as if he didn't say that. So if I'm a player in the locker room, now you said that, dog. You said that.
Right.
That's how you feel about us? Cool. But let me say this. You recruited us. Maybe you should do a better job at recruiting.
Well, this is first year now.
No way, it don't matter. You recruited these non-athletic players. You recruited these players that ain't quick enough. You recruited
team already.
Well, so what?
Well, let's just say the transfer portal gonna be banging with St. John's players.
Yeah, because you the same dude was banging in the cafeteria after hours. You the same dude. So for you to come in here talking shit about the players that you recruited, or, okay, I'm going to give you a lifeline, Ben. If these the players you were stuck with because you couldn't recruit, you threw those players under the bus. Who the hell want to play for you now? What you did, Rick Pitino, was in the 80s, in the 90s. You ain't know, we don't come to you and win. When you just coaching like Iona or somebody like that?
Yeah, sure was. Iona?
St. John's ain't Syracuse. St. John's ain't. So don't I like this is just the biggest. A lot of people go to St. John's because they from New York. And they always want to play for St. John's. It ain't because of you.
It's the history of St.
I think we got footage.
Rick
The
Pitino.
press conference. I think we got his press conference, Sean. Do we got that?
I think they're unathletic. I don't think they move well laterally. I don't think they're going to pick it up in next week. I think they're slow laterally. I mean, Sean Conway gives you everything he can. He's slow laterally. About 5 guys are slow laterally.
Come on, man.
Even in the Celtics.
But you recruited them, though.
I've enjoyed every minute being a Boston Celtic coach. Didn't like the fact that we lost in that following year, but this has been the most unenjoyable experience I've had since I've been coaching.
Do you have any second thoughts of taking this job?
On the bus, bro.
It's not St. John. It's my team. I think they're very respectful. They hear, but they don't listen. It's taken me a month to get them to throw bounce passes. Actually, 2 months to throw bounce passes. Just thinking of getting ready for Georgetown because Georgetown could definitely beat us. I'm not even thinking of the future at all. Just thinking
Georgetown ain't even 500.
Game and the next game, and that's it. Just try to get as many wins as you possibly can.
Just remember, Georgetown ain't even 500.
Guns in the best fashion you can.
Let me tell you something. He could not come to my home recruiting my kid. No.
That's all I'm saying, dog.
Hell no. He couldn't. I don't care what school he went to. Even if he left St. John's, there's no way that man could come in my living room and convince me to have my kid go play for him. So
after that,
nowhere in the hell. That's pathetic.
Throw him under the bus.
I ain't never had no feelings either way towards Rick Pitino, but I totally dislike him now. You don't do that, man. You don't
do that, dog.
You do not do
then
that.
You probably walked in the locker room and tried to clean it up.
Especially to young men, young 18, 19. You don't do that, man.
That look up to you.
That's shitty. If he and I'm gonna go racial. If he was black, it'd have been plastered all over the place.
That would have been national news.
It would have been national news.
They would have been calling for his job had he been black.
How unprofessional he was, and this, that, and other. That's terrible, dog.
If he was black, since you opened Pandora's box, if he was black, they would have been calling for his job.
Oh, the AD would have had him in office.
And they would have put that all on ESPN or whatever, and they would have been calling for his job.
Yeah.
And then they would have watched every game after he said that to see if he was fire eligible.
Yeah. You don't do that to young men. That's horrible, man.
You don't. Horrible. Because if they hear that, you come in the locker room, you huddle up, well, they're not listening to you no more. Because you just disrespected them. And you called a couple guys out by name.
What you mean if? It was on ESPN. Somebody sent it to them. They watched it live.
It was a segment on ESPN.
I'm just saying.
It wasn't blasted like it would have been had the coach been black. It'd have been on every damn hour.
Oh no,
It'd have been breaking news.
It definitely would have been bigger news if it was a black coach. But to how unprofessional, how man, come on, dude. He shouldn't even be allowed. He should be fired now, not the end of the season. The AD
Let me give you an example.
him out now.
What if Shaka Smart did that?
Oh shit, he'd be blackballed.
They'd be calling for his job.
Blackballed.
Because he Rick Pitino, he could go screw secretaries or whoever the hell it is in the cafeteria late night. He could get away with it. Everybody else would have suffered for that.
I wasn't mad at him for that part, but what he just did to them kids was wrong, man. You don't do that, man. That's just that, you know.
Man, listen.
You can't do that, bro.
All right, man. We got about half an hour left. NFL. Justin Smith unfriends the Bears.
Justin Fields.
Got me Justin Fields. I'm sorry. Man, that's been like one of the.
Don't worry about it. He gonna be after you already practicing for your afterthought. But go ahead.
That Rick Pitino segment made me drink.
But now to Justin Fields' credit, he goes on the St. Brown Brothers podcast and said, listen, he was tired of seeing all this stuff come up in his field, in his feed, and he was like, man, he unfriended the Bears and the NFL. But they don't say that part of it. Right. They don't say that part of it. Now, we got clips of our Chicago radio station and their thoughts.
6 7.
Sean, let's see that clip.
You're on mute, Sean.
I got a clip of Justin from the St. Brown podcast, and then I'll play the ESPN 1000 podcast.
Gotcha. Let's go.
Gotcha.
Keep your glass next to you, Lefty.
Why do people take social media so serious? Like,
but like, why you don't follow the Bears?
This and that. Like, I still mess with the Bears. This and that. I'm just trying to take a little break. I'm following the Bears and the NFL, bro. I'm not just trying to have football on my timeline. Every Bears post. It's either
let's see who you follow.
Let's see who you follow. It's either draft Caleb. So it's like, bro, man, I'm tired of hearing the talk. Of course, I want to stay. To be honest, bro, I'll be trying to, like, you know, with all the talk, it's hard to, you know, I guess kind of just be in one place, but I can't see myself playing in another place. But I feel like the biggest thing with all this going on right now, I just want it to be over.
Unfollowing the Bears, unfollowing the NFL, that's a coward's way out. I don't want all the rumors on my timeline. I just want to go on vacation and get away from everything. Then why do you go on a podcast to become the lead story on every channel? When has the Bears ever posted about a rumor? The answer is never. So that's a bunch of BS, Justin. 2, there's a mute button. Why don't you just mute the ones you don't want to see? Or, better yet, you can delete the app and sign back on when vacation's over if that's what you choose. 3, I want the TVs turned off. I'm tired of hearing about the Bears quarterback spot. Mitchell David Trubisky, 2019. How is that any different than this guy saying, I just want it to be over. I'm tired of the rumors. Caleb, Justin, Caleb. Why don't you just keep your mouth quiet and just get off the grid, man?
First of all, Dave Kaplan, shut the hell up. You've never been a damn athlete a day in your life. Don't tell an athlete how to handle whatever. You'll be the same dude kissing his ass trying to get an interview if he stays. So shut the hell up. Carry on.
Next segment. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Who the hell is he to critique how an athlete handles anything? Shut the hell up. You'll be the same dude standing in line trying to get an interview if he stays with the Bears next year. As soon as he come back in training camp, you will be in line trying to get a damn interview. Shut the hell up. Yeah, Shut the hell up.
Actually, I was on.
That ain't your place to say how athlete handles anything. That ain't your place.
Yeah, I was on Sean and Maya's show yesterday, and we discussed it for a little bit. First of all, to call somebody a coward
Yeah,
is
that's
one of the
what
most
got me. I stopped
disrespectful
listening to him
things.
as soon as he said that.
Yeah, that's one of the most disrespectful things you can call anybody. And like you said, Kev, to tell somebody how to handle their business or how they should feel about something. Imagine being a young man and every outlet, everything that's all you hearing about, and is draft Caleb, and now it's getting to the point where the Caleb Williams supporters are kind of shitting on Justin, and vice versa. The Justin supporters are shitting on Caleb. I mentioned yesterday, like I think they both projecting up. I think Caleb's gonna be good regardless of where
They
he
both
goes.
gonna be straight.
They both gonna be good, but I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to, because you want Justin. You don't have to shit on Caleb and vice versa.
Well, that's what we
So
do with black people. That's a
right,
whole nother subject
and that's
or a whole nother day.
that's what's been happening. And of course, I mean, if he passionate, if he really love being here, love the best, he seemed to, you see him interact with the guys in the locker room and things like that. I mean, he seems to love to be here. So, of course, if you potentially may be on the way out, or you keep hearing this,
you're gonna feel some type of way.
You're gonna feel some type of way. So, like just because you wouldn't have handled it like that, don't mean it's wrong. Nobody's wrong.
You don't know how he would have handled it, because he's never been a damn athlete.
And his profile still says Chicago Bears quarterback. So it's not
right.
like, you know what I mean? Come on, dude. Like, but to call a man a coward.
And of course he's gonna come back and clean it up, because technically he's an employee of the Chicago Bears. So of course he's gonna come back, clean it up when the outlet. No different than when he blamed. I'm gonna take y'all back. Remember during the season he blamed the coaches?
Mm-hmm. And then he turned.
Then he came back a half hour later, went out there and cleaned it up.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But to call that man a coward and say how he handled is wrong is bullshit on Kaplan's part. I don't give a damn what media person is watching right now. That's bullshit.
Yeah, you don't.
Because what would happen with Kaplan is, if Justin Fields come back in training camp, Kaplan, for his show, for his media rights and to get it on the show, gonna be the first person in line to try to get an interview for him.
And he gonna be
so
mad.
That's bullshit.
He gonna be mad.
Shut the hell up and watch your damn mouth.
If Justin says, "Nah, I'm not talking to you."
Yeah, he got the right to say that, because Justin is gonna see that.
Oh,
so Justin has the right, just like, see, a lot of athletes do that, and we don't know where it's coming from, right? An athlete would be like, "Next question, man. I don't talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not answering nothing," right? And we don't know where that's coming from, but it's stuff like that the athlete can see,
right?
And especially from the local media, they've seen that. So now when you come up to Justin and try to ask him a question, I ain't talking to you, bro. No interview. Shut up. You're a bad reporter. When they be snapping like that, we don't know where it's coming from. It's stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's stuff exactly like that.
Hey, if I'm Justin Fields, I'll have 2 words for him: on site. On site. On site. Like that.
Keep that same energy. So I'm a coward. Keep that same energy.
Do it on site, bro. He might have enough followers who might. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know how crazy people are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not advocating anything.
Right.
You know, for it, but you know how crazy some fans are. Someone might have taken that the wrong way. They might have taken that wrong. Like, who you think? I was mad yesterday on the other podcast I was doing. I'm like, man, dude, like the same thing you guys exactly. And then don't forget there, and I lost respect for him for doing that. But I also lost respect for Jonathan Hood too. Not that I have much for him. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be blackballed in this industry, but I don't care, bro. Man, to say that the way he said it, it was very shut up and dribble-ish, very condescending, a lot of racial undertones.
Exactly.
And Jonathan Hood didn't say nothing about that. Man, the little respect that I have for that dude, gone. You do that on the air. Don't do it don't do it in private off the air, because that was handled on the air. It happened on the air.
It was on the air. Yeah.
Right. But that was just my thing. Man, don't get me started.
Yeah. That right there was, I mean, really disrespectful, just for calling the dude a coward. And Kev, you hit it on the head. I don't think you played one down, one quarter in your life, especially when I listen to the show. He always calling somebody Buttercup. I'd be like, what?
Yeah, see, a lot of these guys ain't been hitting their mouth, and that you can tell people ain't never really had fought when they was younger.
Yeah, hey, we need some Kendall Gills. We need some Kendall Gills around.
Right, Olin Krutz. You need cats like that around. Put their hands on you. Hey, as soon as David Kaplan, you get the email, David Kaplan's requesting an interview with you. The reply be on site. On site. And I'm not advocating violence. I'm with you, Sean. Public disclaimer.
Hey,
not advocating
he get the
violence.
email. You
I'm
just
saying
type.
if it was me.
He get the email. He gonna type. Pull up then.
Pull up. I'm pulling up.
Oh man, dude. Oh man. This whole thing with Justin Fields, I mean, it's getting out of hand from that standpoint. It has lost, it was good. It's good for all the sports outlets. It's news. It's things to talk about. But how you talk about it and how you handle it, that right there, totally disrespectful. And it was unwarranted. And somebody need to check him on that.
Yeah. Well, there's
Anybody gonna say that? Cap the man.
Yeah.
Cap been around about it, let me rephrase my thoughts. I actually like Kaplan. I actually do. Respect him. Some of his views over the years been on point. But I'm the same dude that like Jay Marriott. I'm the same dude. A lot of y'all gonna hate that, but Mariotti was on point. A lot of the times he was speaking. You just
y'all got drunk together, kid. That's why
we did get drunk together. Shout out to Jay Mariotti. We need to meet up in Phoenix again, but that's neither here nor there.
AKA Ike Turner. That's
Look, man, I ain't got nothing to do with his personal life. All I was doing was drinking with the brother. But what he said about Chicago sports more than half the time was facts. Y'all just didn't want him to say it at the time because that's how he got barred out of Ozzie Gill was gonna whoop his ass. I remember all that. I remember
Ozzie gonna get at him.
Ozzie say he better not step foot in his locker room. I remember all that.
You are only cool with Jay because he matches your hate for Chicago sports. That's all.
It ain't hate. A lot of stuff he said was factual. Y'all just didn't want to hear it. A lot of the stuff he said was true. Y'all just didn't want to hear it. For real.
But you know what?
Now he was outlandish. He said some wild shit. I get it.
Now you know what's crazy, man. This whole Justin Caleb thing has created so much chaos, and it's funny. Like now I'm listening, and I follow a lot of Bears insiders and things like that, and I'm kind of losing respect for some of them, man, because I think everybody, my insider this and this, that, and other, and state it as an opinion. Like it's your opinion of what you think they may do. I'm tired of all this. Sources in the building said this, that, and other. The only person know what the hell gonna happen is Ryan Poles. And to be totally honest,
and Justice agent.
And to be totally honest, I don't think he still knows. I think he's weighing out his options. He's seeing what the offers are. What the offers are for Justin, what the offers are for the number one pick. He's still evaluating, and we haven't even. It's still a possibility. It could be Drake May or Jaden Daniels. No one is taking that into consideration, that he could trade down to 2 and still trade Justin and take Drake May or Jaden Daniels. I don't think nobody knows, because I don't think he even knows yet. He got all these options on the board, and he's still the dude in the McDonald's line looking at the menu like he don't know what the hell up there and holding up the line. He's just sitting there looking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just like you.
I agree with you on he's weighing option both ways part. Of course he is. Because if y'all think people ain't coming out after Justin, y'all crazy.
Right, yeah.
It ain't the Bears want to necessarily trade him. It's people coming after Justin. Because they know you might get rid of him. So Atlanta going to throw their hands in. They're going to push their hands to the front.
Yep.
Pittsburgh push their hands to the front. The Bears, and now he's seeing those offers.
No, Pittsburgh said they sticking with Pickett. They already talked about it. They pulled it.
Yeah, okay. Well, believe that until it happens.
Yeah.
So now he's weighing those options. He's looking at that poker hand. Then he's looking at the Washingtons, the New Englands, the pushing their hands to the front to get the pick. So he's weighing options. I agree. He's weighing options.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with the sports world is the turncoat. 1 week you saying this, and then in a 24-hour span, you flipped and you got all this negativity, and it's just the turncoat. That's what I got a problem with. Being a turncoat.
Yeah.
1 minute you here, then 24 hours, now you change your whole mindset, and now you going in. It's pathetic.
So what
I'm with
happens
House
in
right
sports, y'all? What happens in sports? If you pick one thing
You're right,
or you
House.
believe a certain
You are
way,
so right.
then facts and situations can change your opinion. So you're not a hypocrite, or you're not, one way or the other, right? Certain things that happen can change your opinion. If you think a team gonna win the championship and their best player get hurt, all of a sudden they ain't gonna win the championship. You're
Yeah,
not
I
wrong to
can
say,
get that.
well,
I can
you know
get
what?
that.
I don't think they're gonna win the championship anymore. Well, you can't come back at that person and say, no, you say it.
No,
Well,
I'm not
facts
saying
and
that, Kev.
situations can change things.
I
So
get what you're saying, but just like Lefty, this a Lefty said, oh, I spoke to an insider. That was on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, oh, I spoke to an insider, and now you totally different.
Right. Your story's changing every week to
Yeah.
week. It's changing, right? Because
It's like
Brad
if you
Briggs,
go back, if you
leave it
go,
to Brad Briggs. It's been a foregone conclusion since week 15. that Justin's out. He's been saying, and I like Brad Briggs. I follow him.
but he stayed.
I like Brad Briggs too.
He stays with what he said. He's not
He's been
flip
saying
flopping
15. That was a
every week.
foregone conclusion, right? But don't
So
don't.
if you gotta,
don't
if that's your conviction, stay with it. Don't
right.
just because everybody else, somebody on the panel, and
No, man. Fact, in the
someone on
words
the
of
panel
Colin
is saying
in the
this, and
words of
now you
Colin
say,
Cowherd, facts
"Oh,
can
I'm
change
gonna say,
opinions.
man, listen,
Facts can change opinions, in the words of Colin Cowherd. So if stuff happens, if I tell you today, February 24th on something, and then I tell you March 1st on something, well, something that changed my opinion.
Right. That's possible.
It happens.
But
don't
if you change your opinion, if you change your opinion, you're gonna shock the world.
No, but my thing
no,
is,
but if I change my opinion, I got a right to change it. I'll give you reasons.
But don't change. Don't have an opinion and spit it as facts. Like it's like it's factual. Colin Cowherd, I lost so much respect for him for what he did with that whole Caleb Williams doesn't want to play for the Bears thing. My sources told me, and then for him to have to come back the next day and retract it. So in other words, he outright lied. In other words, he outright lied.
No, but that one on him. Let's look at it like this, Damani. Let's look at it like this. If you in that seat, it's Colin Cowherd, you got a national show. You're Stephen A. Smith, you got a national show.
Right.
Somebody is leaking information to you on the outside, right? And you say it's okay to go on air with this. And they say, yeah. You go on air with it, and then all of a sudden it changes. If dude be like, hey man, that ain't really, hey man, what happened? Woo woo. Colin, being a national columnist, now he got to go back on air and kind of walk it back.
And in 24 hours.
No different. You remember when Stephen A. said LeBron was gonna end up in Miami, and everybody looked at him like he was crazy?
Yep, I remember that.
He ain't leaving Cleveland. No way, right?
Yeah.
Stephen A. was the first to break that way back in the day.
He was.
He said, "I'm telling you what I'm hearing."
Right.
Right. That's all he said. He didn't quote no
sources. But like you said, he said what he's hearing.
Yes, that's how he phrased it.
Colin Cowherd did not say that. Colin Cowherd said his sources told him outright that Caleb Williams and his people do not want to play for the Bears. That's what he said. That's an outright lie. And then you have to.
But that's what he was told.
But you come back 24 hours later and retract it.
Yeah.
If you couldn't have been told that in less than 24 hours, you back later retracting the statement because he know he misspoke. But my thing is, like I said, whether you like Justin, whether you like the Bears, whether you like Caleb Williams, whatever it is, we all got opinions, right? We can change our opinions from week to week. I mean, you don't know, but I'm not gonna spit it as facts. Like that's like me coming on here saying, well, my sources told me that they're going to trade Justin and they're going to trade the number 1 pick and they're going to take Drake May. No, I would be outright lying. Now, if I say, hey, I think they could be looking, they could pull the wool over people's eyes, and this is something they could be possibly doing. You see how I worded that to where it's not coming off like I'm not lying. Right. Or not even, I don't have to say think. I was like, hey, let's not rule out the possibility. Or Colin could have easily just said, hey, it's possible he don't want to play for the Bears. He probably wants to go home.
But you don't think they asked said source, you know I'm on air tomorrow. Can I go on air with this? Because they don't just get the information and then go on air on their own.
Yeah, you're right.
That ain't how it works.
You're right.
They're going to ask, hey, can I go on air with this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all right. I ain't going to name you, but can I go on air with this?
Right.
So Stephen A., like you said, phrase it like, I'm hearing this.
Right.
Don't be shocked if this happens. I'm hearing this.
Right.
He never puts nobody under the bus, nothing.
He never said no source.
He never said, I got a close source. He never say that. He said, this is what I'm hearing.
Right.
He goes on air with it. Colin should have, Colin talks to people too now. Don't think he dumb.
Oh, no, he got sources. He definitely got sources.
Yeah.
He definitely got sources. But if that's the case, then stick to your guns. Don't let Caleb's people call you right away, and then you make yourself look bad.
Now you got to walk it back.
The very next day. He could have waited a couple of days and said, well, Caleb, people may be thinking different. They're looking at the Bear situation a little different now. But you came right back and pretty much just said, I lied. he came back and just said, I lied. Because somebody probably hit him with the email, too, that said, on site. I told you something. You told somebody. So now I told you don't say nothing.
If he busts him out and say,
I told you don't say nothing.
People are saying,
right.
His people are saying, now that's on the people to come back. Hey, man, we ain't say nothing like that, bro. You need to take that shit back.
Or saying his people prefer. His people don't want him
prefer. Yeah, that's a word too. Prefer.
Right. You could prefer or don't want him going. His people, but he made it like Caleb said it. He don't want to play for the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I was never a fan of Cowherd anyway, but that's just me.
When Joy Taylor was there, I love the show.
Well, that's why I love the show. But, ever since she gone, I don't even tune to it.
When the joy gone, I'm gone. Period.
So, Kevo.
Yes, sir.
Should the Giants do something to trade up to get one of these quarterbacks? Bo Nix, JJ, Jayden Daniels, Drake May, Caleb. Should they put their hand in the pot?
No. So I thought about this. They're sitting at 5. And I'm thinking, should we move up to get, Caleb? I believe Drake may still be sitting there at 5. Jalen Daniels, I do believe that. Okay. Jalen Daniels, yeah. So I thought about it. I don't want to do that. The Giants are going to draft a quarterback, no doubt. But I wouldn't do the first pick like that. There's an offensive tackle sitting there from Penn State that you could very easily get at 5.
And that boy from Notre Dame, all too. Just as
good. Yeah, right. And you need, that's the number 1 need.
But who is he protecting?
Need is offensive.
Who is he protecting?
Line. Well, we haven't had an offensive line, bro, since Bradshaw and Jacobs.
Damn.
That was the Super Bowl year.
Right.
Damn.
So the GM screwed that up, whatever, right? I wouldn't go skill first, sitting at 5. I would take the best offensive tackle we could get. I would just take that. They're going to draft a quarterback down the line. I get it. But I would take our worst need, which is offensive line. I'm sitting at 5. I'm going to take the best available. So the answer to your question, no. I would not move up to take a quarterback. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's an interesting situation with the Giants, too. Because, if you wait, Bo Nix and Penix and then McCarthy gonna be gone by the time they come back around. I don't see none of them falling out of the first round. I don't see none of them falling out of the first round.
Well, I don't think Nix and McCarthy getting drafted. I think they second round.
Think so? I don't think they're gonna fall out. Well, let me say this: it depends on the combine, because I think one of them, if you can have an Anthony Richardson type of combine that pushed him all the way up. Remember Anthony Richardson? He wasn't ranked that high coming into the combine.
He jumped up in the combine.
He blew
I think Daniel's gonna do the same thing. Actually,
I think Daniel's already up there, but he could probably surpass May if he have a hell of a combine. But one of these Penix, one of these guys, if they come out and have a strong combine, they could shoot up.
They can shoot up. It's always two QBs that's gonna shoot up after the combine, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
That's at the minimum. Two of these QBs that's out there are gonna shoot up.
Right.
They're gonna shoot up the draft board.
Yeah. I mean,
so I think we need to handle our offensive line, man.
Yeah.
Like, real talk. The problem is Daniel Jones comes off the books next year. He's still on the roster this year because he's coming off ACL. So he'll play like October, November-ish. You can't. So if the Giants go out and get another quarterback who he ain't got nobody to play behind, Tyrod Taylor's the damn starter today. So if you draft the quarterback in top 5, he got to play now. He ain't got nobody to sit behind. If the Giants did,
hey, how you feel about
skipping over your
Russell
Italian
Wilson,
favorite?
No, DeVito ain't the damn starter.
Time to wrap it up.
Russell Wilson ain't coming to New York. Russell Wilson go to Pittsburgh way before he go to New York.
Yeah. Well,
Russell Wilson, I looked up the shit. Russell Wilson has $39 million guaranteed, one way or the damn another.
Oh, once he cut, though, it's over.
If he's on the roster March such and such, he gets another $39 million guaranteed.
Right, he'd be cut.
So he about to be cut in the next couple of weeks. Walk away with his only $39 million.
Right.
So he got to pick of the litter. He can go wherever. They ain't trading him. He can just walk on wherever the hell he want to go.
Cool.
So they give him the minimum contract. Mike Tomlin will take him.
Well,
we at the
end of our road, man. So we're gonna do our parting shots. KDL, let's go.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Happy Saturday afternoon to y'all, man. Enjoy the weekend. Shout out to Thornton Wildcats, the #1 seed in the TF North sectional, who won it last night convincingly, averaging 30 points per win. We are now moving on to the sectional, which just so happens to be at Thornton. That's the perks that you get to being the #1 seed. Neither here nor there. Our march downstate continues, Ben, starting this week in the section. Shout out to the Wildcats, man. Get downstate at least. Do what y'all got to do. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Good night.
Lefty.
Yeah, and everybody, thanks for tuning in again. Enjoy your Saturday. Hey, man, be safe out there. Wrap up with this bipolar weather we got. We experienced 3 seasons in one day yesterday. It was literally spring, summer, and winter all in within 24 hours. But, yeah, man, everybody be safe out there. Happy birthday, all the Pisces, man. All our upcoming events, y'all see it posted everywhere. March 22nd, Blackout. May 4th, the fedoras, the derby hats, and the 15th, South Side, West Side SmokeFella's. All year, man. We got a lot going on. So keep following us, keep supporting us. We appreciate it.
Hey, man, good show today, fellas. We packed in a whole lot. We got our shits and giggles on, but we brought you the sports how we always do it, like we do it in the cigar shops, man. Uncensored, raw, uncut, our way, opinion. That's what we do. And
I don't know who that is, but
somebody say pause.
Right.
Pause on the wrap up.
No homo.
Right.
At least we didn't say pull out.
As I always say.
Hey, Nick Cannon ain't never heard that.
Where there's smoke,
there's the fella.
There's Nick Cannon and there's no pull-out game.
Raw is law. All right, man. We'll see y'all next Saturday.